In this tutorial, we'll design a simple construction worker with Blender and Inkscape. We'll be using this construction worker mesh throughout future Blender 2.8 tutorial series, when I introduce you to modeling of various types of heavy machinery used in construction projects. This text-to-speech feature was provided by Google's Cloud Text-to-Speech, and they provide the best text-to-speech functionality in the world. Let's create a cube, scale it, and subdivide it with Ctrl 3. We'll need to duplicate the head mesh with Shift D to create a body mesh. Let's scale the body mesh. We need to apply the materials for both meshes afterward. Let's right-click the meshes and select Shade Smooth. Now, we need to create a construction helmet. Yesterday, I showed you how to use On-Cage option to create new edges to model a mesh non-destructive way. I have found something new. Maybe even better than the On-Cage option. That is to select the cube. Go to Edit mode, right-click, and select Subdivide. Did you know you can smooth a mesh that was subdivided that way? This method uses that smooth option located at the bottom of the screen. Set the smoothness to 1. You'll notice the cube turns into a subdivided and smoothed low polygon ball. We have much better control over what can be edited non-destructive way. If we subdivide a low polygon ball like this one. What I'm doing now is only leaving behind a portion of mesh at the top right corner. I'm deleting the bottom part because we're modeling a helmet. And I'm removing the half of the top part because I'm going to mirror the right side. We need to mirror and subdivide this mesh. Remember to keep the mirror modifier at the top of the modifiers list, because if the subdivision goes above the mirror modifier, distortions will occur in the mesh. Let's remove the subdivision surface modifier for now. We need to work on our helmet mesh in a much lower detailed environment. We need to select the edges and extrude them along normals. I'll show you how it's done. We need to add some loop cuts with Ctrl R. After that, we need to move the vertices by selecting one and pressing the G key twice. You can select multiple verts, edges, or faces along the line at once, by selecting the first face and holding the Ctrl key while pressing the end face like this. Let's extrude these faces along the normals. There will be two major issues related to this extrusion. One is how the vertices located at the x0 would move away from 0. That will break the current clean mirror setting. The second issue is those faces that were moved from x0 creating new faces. If we don't find and remove those faces, the mesh will look distorted. We can select all verts near the x0 position and press S to scale. X for the x-axis. And 0 to reset their positions. But that won't work here, and I don't know why that won't work. When something like that fails, we need to manually move the verts to x0. Like this. Let's remove these new faces first. If we keep these faces, then the mesh will look distorted in the middle. I think I might know why scaling on the x-axis didn't work. I think I should have selected only one line of verts. Because as you can see here, we had 2 lines of verts. Just a theory. I'll test that later. So, I'm going to be selecting verts one by one and move them to x0. Let's subdivide the mesh. We need to work on the bottom part of the helmet by creating another cube, scaling and subdividing it. Let's add some materials. We need to work on creating the eyes and the character's smiling mouth by using a free application called Inkscape. Let's use the Create Circle tool to create the character's eyes. We can right-click the color palette below to set the fill or stroke color. Let's keep the fill color as blank and the stroke color as black. The blank is the leftmost color in the palette. The stroke width is too thick. Let's change the stroke width to 1 by going to the Stroke Properties window. Ctrl-C to copy and Ctrl-V to paste. Arrange the newly pasted circle like this. We need to go to the Path menu and select Division after selecting both circles. Select the newly pasted circle and right-click black color in the palette and choose Fill. After that, select the original circle and right-click white color to choose Fill. Let's create the pupil by using a new circle. We need to create the full eye, so we can copy and paste it. You gotta be kidding me. Inkscape just crashed? I can't believe Inkscape just crashed. LOL. Alright, I'll do that again. I'll compress time so you don't need to watch the whole thing in real time again. Let's copy and paste the complete eye. After that, we can create the smiling mouth by using a Draw Bezier Curves tool and by using the Edit Path tool like this. Let's select all vector images and export them as PNG. We need to load this PNG file as image plane. I'll post the details about how to activate an add-on called Import Image as Planes in the description section below. Let's change the blend mode to alpha clip. We need to use the target normal project option when using a shrink-wrap modifier. Let's add 64 cuts while subdividing. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you for watching.